Hey guys, tonight I kind of want to talk about something really serious. I came back from hanging out with some friends and I got on MSN Messenger, and I don't know how many of you have heard about this incident or not. Um, got on MSN Messenger and saw that there had been an incident that happened down at SeaWorld, and Dawn Brancheau, I'm going to say is how you pronounce her last name, was a trainer at SeaWorld down in Orlando, and an orca, I think his name was Tillicum, I think, uh, I guess grabbed her from behind and drug her underwater, thrashed her around, probably in a death thrash, how they normally do with their food, and ended up killing her. Uh, it kind of hits really close to home. That's what I wanted to do with my life. Right now I'm at college and I'm technically still an animal science, behavior, and well-being major with a minor in wildlife, and that was what I wanted to do. I wanted to end up working eventually, not right at first, but I wanted to end up being a trainer down in Florida. And I don't know if many of you are very aware of the dangers of working with animals of that size and of that nature. Orcas are generally, they're very social, they're whales, they live in pods, they're very moody. they have legit personalities, and to me that would be the scariest thing, is trusting an animal of that size in a marine environment, because we're terrestrial, we have no business being there. It just goes to show that, I mean, she wasn't doing anything wrong. She wasn't pestering or anything, and she was one of the better trainers down there, from my understanding. She was like one of the senior trainers or something like that, and the nature of animals is going to come through, and it doesn't matter if you raise them in captivity or not, they're still going to act with instinct. And the biggest thing with whales is they're very, and I guess with almost any animal, but specifically with whales, and I do know that tigers are somewhat the same way, that you have got to trust them completely, and they will have to trust you completely before you are able to get close to them. So, in my mind, it still has not sunk in that this happened. I mean, whenever you hear about something like this happening at a zoo or something, you just don't think about it, because these animals are completely taken out from their natural habitat, and put in these makeshift habitats, and they're always around people, and you just don't think about it. And that's the thing. Like, I think one of the biggest misleading things about zoos and places like SeaWorld and other aquariums and things like that. Oh, someone's walking upstairs. That was really weird noise. Anyway, is that I don't think it sends. I mean, it's cool that you can do stuff like that, but I don't think it really sends the right message. Of course, they give the animals the space that they need, and there's certain guidelines that they have to follow and whatnot to make sure that animals are obviously in utmost care. But as far as the message that it sends to the people, just because a tiger is cute and cuddly as a baby doesn't mean it's gonna not rip your face off when it grows up, even if it's raised in captivity. Free Willy was still a temperamental animal, and and my heart goes out to the family. I guess her sister is from Indiana. I don't know if they're all from Indiana or if she just lives here. But my heart goes out to their family, and I can't imagine. It said in the report that her sister still hasn't processed the death, and I hope there's healing going on. It hits home real hard, especially because that was one of my passions. Marine biology is one of my passions. I don't know how else to describe the way I'm feeling right now. And I know it may sound weird that I have this much feeling towards someone that I didn't know who was struck down by this, but they were thrashed underwater by a whale. And orcas weigh at least 1 to 2 tons. They're huge. Like, they're ginormous. And they're not even the biggest whale out there. Like, that's the scary part, is there are many animals that are bigger, and you know, these whales are hunters. This is what they're carnivores. This is what they do. You know, they eat other animals and they hunt, and it blows my mind. It really does. Apparently this whale was not supposed to be, they have isolated this whale, and trainers are not supposed to go in the water with this whale, and I don't know, there were different reports saying that she slipped and fell into the tank, and he got defensive and territorial, and there's others that said that he grabbed her out, right into the tank, and I don't really want to know exactly what happened. I don't even want to see video of it. I'm sure there's video out there. I don't think it needs to be posted. I think that would be horrific. I've seen other incidents where there is a video on YouTube that you should check out for sure. It wasn't as bad as this, but a trainer was riding on the back of one orca, signaled another whale to jump over, and somehow I think that the whale was late or too early, one of the two, and so the guy was riding on the back, and the other whale came up and slammed down on top of him, and he lived, thank God. But that is the kind of stuff that you put yourself at risk, and I don't think people realize this, and this is a really long video again, and I apologize, and I'm just rambling, but I just have a lot of stuff going through my mind. I can't imagine what the family's going through. I can't imagine what SeaWorld's going through, losing one of their beloved trainers, and not knowing what to do with this whale, because this whale has been, this is a multiple offender kind of whale, and they don't know what to do with it. I don't say euthanize it. They can't live out in the wild because it's lived in captivity its whole life, so they're just going to have to keep it until it dies. I don't know what they're going to do, but sorry to get all depressive on you guys. I don't really like being like this, but I just want, people to realize that animals are still animals. And they have instincts that they follow, and stuff happens. So if you're ever thinking about doing something like this, you should message me. I have a lot of experience actually with dealing with marine stuff and knowing where to go and what to look for with jobs and stuff like that. So if you want any advice or have any questions, go ahead and comment or send a message my way. But thanks guys, I'm gonna let you go. Peace out.